Hope everyone's doing well. We'll get started here in a sec. Just get everything set up real quick. Cool. Let's go to Docs. Docs chat. A little bit late to start today, but it's fine. It's fine. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, yeah. Pretty dead. Pretty tired. 1 second. Pretty interesting open up that we had here though so far. Came down to our 18.57 level. Kind of bouncing off that. Pretty interesting what we're seeing there. I mean, I was looking at this little high here as well, but kind of was shocked he went all the way down to 18.57. Got kind of in the middle of that gap. Hourly candle, not bad. You're putting in, still have 23 minutes. I mean, basically until market open. So we'll kind of see how that develops, but so far, not a pretty good bounce where you needed a bounce. ES doesn't look as good. Holding Blair key level. 53.97. It's a big spot here. It's gonna be tough to get through. But we'll see. 7:39 Eastern spike. I have no idea, man. It's not 7:39. It means 6:39 Central, I guess. Yeah, I think he's. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Any news I posted on Twitter if I see it, if I like it. But yeah. Let's go through a few names. Apple still kind of churning down. Nvidia was a pain in the ass yesterday. If you guys weren't watching, it was a real big pain in the ass. It's a large part of the reason why just action was just so choppy yesterday. You never really got continuation in either direction. It's tough. Really was tough. Yeah, so hopefully we get better continue. I don't really care which direction we go at Nvidia. I I assume you get some more downside. I assume you see selling here, but we'll have to kind of wait and see how this plays out. Amazon kind of came right under our 180 level, bounced off of that, so we'll see how that plays out. Netflix still looks fine. I mean, it's still chilling. If you find buyers on NQ, Netflix is your top name. Bro, depressed this morning. Oh no, here comes Jay, Mr. Grumpy Pants. Oh, here comes Jay. Here he comes. Maybe he'll wear a yellow Magic School Bus hat today. But yeah, NQ, we'll see. Man, I really don't want to get back in this range here. If we get back in this, it's just gonna be tough. Like again, when you get closer to 19K, like this all up here is just it's a very tough. This is a very tough trading environment, in my opinion. Like anything up here, because buyers like just as of recently, when you get into this range, they just slow down dramatically, and it's not a lot of continuation. It's not a lot of confidence, and like you can just go back and I mean you can see why. I mean, like you first of all, it's all these wicks. Your big levels right here at 18.35. You know, you have a level here at 19.07, but yeah, you get in this range and buyers just don't have a lot of confidence. It's very slow action. I mean, you can see when buyers step in here. I mean, aggressive, right? So it's just like when you get to the top of this range, things slow down dramatically. The next thing you're looking for too is do you put in a lower high again, and that's the real question that I'm kind of sitting here asking myself, because technically speaking, this is it a lower high? I mean this would be your high, but yeah, so you could be putting in a lower high here, and if you are, it's not a good look. So if we start rejecting back down, we start losing. You lose 18.6, you should drop right down to the gap fill. We'll see, but ultimately not really what we want to see right now. Jobless claims came out. Good durable goods. Cool. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see yields. Not bad. You're still finding buyers showing NQ, so we'll see. We'll see as you get back into this range. I mean, since last Friday, you're still putting in higher lows, kind of creating like a flat top up here at 19.2. So we'll see how this plays out in NQ. We will see. Hopefully it plays out. I mean, China just denied that there's any trade deal they're working on. So United States looks like a bunch of idiots again. So what's happening? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, I mean, yeah, there's no trade deal being worked on between us and China. That should have been like kind of understood when they said this could take 2 to 3 years. It's probably a good rule of thumb. But yeah. Nvidia still, man, Nvidia. If you watch, you find buyers on Nvidia today. How funny would that be? Nvidia gets above like this 105 level. You're pretty liquid back up. Looks decent. Amazon came down. We'll keep watching that. Tesla, kind of watching Tesla, see if you find any buyers. You got weak near the end of the day yesterday. That wasn't good. But other than that, like Tesla was looking pretty decent yesterday. Line in the sand here, though, for me, is getting back above 262. It's kind of sort of trapped below right now. You get back above 262, you can start pushing back into 270, 273. Not bad. I don't really care about durable goods, to be honest. I could care less. Might impact the market for 30 minutes, an hour. So, yeah. AVGO. This was a bad one yesterday, too. We talked about it a lot in Discord yesterday. It was looking good. Didn't like the long, just at 180, but it was looking pretty solid. He held up. I mean, Nvidia and AVGO held up for the most. I mean, I think AVGO was looking stronger for the early part of the day. The fact that you just sat there and just rejected it again is just not what you want to see. Eventually, like if you're trying to get bullish, you're trying to trade to continuation of the upside. You got to get these breakouts, and you're just not getting any of them. Like on the names you like. The one name you did have a breakout on was like Apple, but like Apple pushed into like your 206 level, got stuck, and then just fell back down. So we'll see this plays out, but especially with the China news, like I don't see Apple benefiting too much off of anything here. Thoughts on Meta? We talked about this yesterday. Like 530 is your level to break and hold. You couldn't do it. You dropped right back down. You lost that 526, went to 522, dropped down to like 516. The EC continued selling. We lose lows from yesterday, 516.5. I'd be looking for like 512.5, then down towards 507, 508, give or take. To get bullish, though, you really need to get above 530. It's a tough part. So yeah. Microsoft. I mean, yeah. And that was the other thing too. Yesterday, you saw like the gap up. Like a lot of these names started out strong. They started out looking really good. You pushed up, and then you just like didn't do anything. And like, yeah, if you're looking for the U.S. market to start calling for that type of bottom, something like that, you're gonna need the U.S. market to actually do something. So far, you're just not seeing that whatsoever. So that is the problem as of right now. That is the problem. I wasn't on the Tesla move in the ER day, but seeing the misses, maybe puke. Well, I mean, it was all about I also told you like Tesla earnings are pretty uneventful, but the bounce only happened here because of Elon saying he's coming back pretty soon. And he's scaling back basically him working on Doge. So, yeah. I mean, I don't think this is like long lasting. I mean, all their issues are still there. Like inflation, if interest rates stay high, like none of their sales problems are going to get resolved. So, then again, the car company isn't like really the value point right now. It's the future of the company. But yeah, hopefully you keep dipping on Tesla. Mid caps are still in this interesting spot. I mean, Robinhood's really moving. It's moving really solid, actually. That 200 SMA bounce back into 47. I don't even remember marking that level out. You're also back above this little previous high you had there too at 44, 45. It's really nice to see. Robinhood holds over 44, 45. I mean, you could really start pushing back up. I think it's still think it's a little bit overvalued, but we'll see when their next earnings come out. Shouldn't be too long. Bearish today. We'll see. If you get back below 18.8, I think you are looking for downside. I mean, you really want to get below 18.6 to be bearish, but yeah. As of right now, you're bouncing right at supports where we mentioned them, 18.57. So if you move down into support and you bounce, I'm looking for the retest of the upside level, so like 18.9, 19K, 19.07. But until then, it's going to be tough because you're just in the middle of this range. I'd prefer not to trade the upside, though, especially on futures. Yeah, cool. Yeah, HIMS is still looking bad. A lot of these mid caps still look pretty tough. Pretty sure IWM's still in that range too. Yeah, so I'm not gonna really focus on any mid. I mean, you're trying to break out of it. We'll see. You break out of the range here on IWM, look fine. Looks fine if you break out. If you break over 194, 195, don't look bad at all. No music this morning. No music this morning. One second, I'm gonna grab a coffee. Oh. But yeah, so what you're really looking for here this morning, biggest watch on the day. Biggest watch on the day is going to be NQ getting back below 18.8. If you start holding below that, it's going to be tough. I mean, you can go really like to the replay. Where's our action? So where do we end at? We end right here, right? So basically all day long we're finding support at 18.8. Like, I mean, essentially from like 11 a.m. into the end of the day. You could even argue at 4 a.m., right? But from 11 a.m. till market close, we find support there, and then we kind of flip at the end of the day. And then you can see in the after hours how that kind of played out. I really looked nice in the Asia session. I should have mentioned it in Discord, but I just like went to bed. I was like, fuck it, can't do it. It was like 10, 11 o'clock. I was like, I'm going to bed. Yeah, you were just sitting right here last night. I was like, man, you look really good down to 18.6, 18.65. I was like just being conservative. I didn't know if because again, when you have a key level into the middle of a gap, I'm always like, like probably I would assume if you hit the level, you just go fill the gap. Weird action, but whatever. Anyways, but you kind of ended up breaking down as you saw there. So what you're looking for is similar action to this, essentially, but during New York session. So speed this shit up. Turn that shit up. Turn it off. Anyways. Yeah, so once you flip that level, you saw you pop back down. So you start popping back below 18.8, 18.7, 8, you should see selling. Looks like a massive head and shoulders. Maybe, I don't know. Kind of, sort of. I don't really. I mean, still is in line with what I said. Like, if it's a head and shoulders, then you have to wait for it to break below like 18.65. So, you know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. I've been waiting for someone in chat to fire him up. I know my stomach kind of hurts today. I have a little stomach ache today. But yeah, not a lot of interesting stuff, man, today. Like, it's really not. My gut tells me we're in a range trade. I'm kind of not prepared for that. Like, I don't want to sit here looking at that all day. But we'll see. Maybe the Trump administration says something. Maybe he says something today. Trying to see the news. Highly doubt it though. Highly, highly doubt it. Hmm. Well, also some good news there. Kind of. Fed Hammock said, has it Hammock? Hammock? I don't know how you pronounce that. Fed could move rates in June if the data is clear about the economy's state. Fed not afraid to move quickly if necessary. Look at that. Lower stocks, bonds, and dollar trade should be monitored. Look at that. Bro, if Jerome Powell cut rates, bro, Donald Trump would lose his mind. He would literally lose his mind. He would go crazy. He'd be like, I told you guys, I made Jerome Powell do it. I'm like, dude, you're wild. So should be interesting. There's nothing I love out here at all. Meta gets back above 522.5. I'll get to the upside. Back to 529, 530. It's a good trade. Be watching that. But you can't do nothing until you get back above 523, 525, 522.5. I still love Netflix. I'm going to be totally honest. I still love it. Just consolidating at all-time highs, basically, or right below all-time highs. Shit looks ready to pop. If you ever find buyers in the market, it should be awesome. When you see green, buy the put. Ooh, Tyler Zerden. Yay. Love y'all speaking riddles. If Powell cuts rates, Trump's aura might break out. You're not lying, dude. What are your thoughts on Intel going to earnings? Look, guys, I love you so much. I really do. I really do. You're trying to get me fired up. You're welcome. You just did it. Intel, if you go to the daily chart, you are literally just like god awful. It's probably one of the most pathetic stocks ever. It's crazy. You would never have told me that Intel's probably the hottest sector in the stock market. This shit is battling its demons below 2022 and 2023 lows, right? That's euphoric. You zoom out even further, you're back at 2013 levels. You're back at levels from 2002 and then levels from 1997. I literally was born and Intel was worth more. So, yeah, trade their earnings, brother. Let me know how it goes. Not for me. I prefer things that have moved in the last 28 years. When did politics turn into a soap opera? I mean, honestly, like, people are gonna get mad at me. They're gonna be like, Tyler's a Trump hater. I'm not. You gotta call a spade a spade. Politics got to this point 2016. I'm just saying. They got to this point in 2016. It is what it is. That's when they got really bad. The last election before this, when McCain lost to Obama, like, I think it was respectable. I think it was respectable. McCain lost. He defended Obama. He was like, "Look, that's your president. Like, respect him." That's how it should be. The main problem is the people. To be honest, these radicals on both sides. It's just the facts. Why even answer that question? I don't know, because I wanted to. Thoughts on Google ER? I don't really trade earnings ever. I think there's a lot of risk on cloud names out there, to be honest. I think there's a lot of earnings out there, or a lot of risk on cloud in general because you don't know what they're pulling back. It's like the Amazon thing right now. Let me find it. I made a short about it the other day. Excuse me. I'm sorry. My stomach, man. Yeah, so this 17 ads. Jesus Christ. Anyways, Amazon has halted some of the data center leasing talks, Wells Fargo says. So that's the big problem right now is do these companies that were going you won't know. And like I don't think you're going to see that big of a slowdown, but it's a major concern because like names like Google kind of have no signs of like slowing down to the downside right now. I mean, I think Google's a great long-term buy. But like, yeah, you get below this level, 2022 or 2021 highs, like shit, shit, not gonna be looking good. But if if you see companies, not even just Google, but you see other companies slow down with their data center, like I guess investments, could hurt Google. But yeah, so we have to wait and see what Google says as well. So I don't know. Stock probably great. Trading options, stupid. I think trading options on most earnings is kind of a stupid decision, but yeah. Mike Myers, that is literally what I just said. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That is I literally what I just said. But yeah. Off topic, do you think it's also weird that people were casually taking pictures? Well, I don't know about that. I have no that's a wild one. I have no idea. Um, I have a feeling Google's gonna drop. If you have a hey, he sounds like the Black Eyed Peas boys and girls. He said, "I got a feeling." Um, time is it 7:55? Probably not gonna be on super long this morning, to be honest. Need to do the watch list rundown. Let's do the NASDAQ rundown. Doo 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 doo. 1 second. Something else that's really interesting here. Just food for thought. Like go to the daily. You can really see. Like if I go back to the daily here and I just like mark out levels like of where we're at, where we're bouncing. For the most part, you're you're finding support from buyers at specific levels. Like very like you can mark them almost all out where you're bouncing from the sell side. Like it's clear as day. It's very very clear, right? You can get some of like these minor levels I have from like intraday trading, but like the ones that go way back, you're bouncing right at them, right here on NQ. On the other side, buyers are like they're getting weaker. Like in personal opinion, just from what I'm seeing, right? Similar thing happened at the 200 SMA. Like this 18.8 level here, right? It's just so minor. The fact that you're like finding so much resistance here and you're struggling, it's so weird. It's so strange. Like, yeah, just trash. Trash, trash, trash. Where is VWAP? Where is VWAP? So use a 15-minute for the rundown. Kind of don't see you getting out of this range. This area today, but we'll see. I mean, Bake Pro 18.6, push down to 18.36 pretty easily, but beyond that, it's going to be tough to imagine. By the way, South Sanders is a little overhyped. Josh Allen is about to throw for 6,000 passing yards. Just want to let everyone know. Jay is coming back to Discord today. Oh, I'm coming back. He's coming back. Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Classic. Classic. ES above 53.97 right now. Not bad. See like this, like you just make this like local high here from yesterday, and then it just becomes resistant. I'm like, dude, what is going on? So tragic. So much action. Cool. That's done. Sorry. Good morning, Thursday. Wishing you some green days. Amen, Samuel. Samuel, you come in here just yapping sometimes, but some days you say some nice stuff. I appreciate that. Usually, though, you're just yapping at me. Kind of concerning, kind of worrisome, but good to have you here, buddy. Gold looks kind of bad. Yeah. Yuckers. Gold does not look good. We'll see. Pepsi CEO says, guys, we're changing the game. We're going into protein products. I do not want a Pepsi protein shake. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's kind of funny. Coke is performing so much better than Pepsi. What a chart. Interesting. Fascinating. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to really help anybody here pre-market, though, because you're just right in the middle of this area. I will say SPY still looks like trash. Look at that rejection. You had a 539 yesterday, too. Dude, clean. Got the gap fill down to 527. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Look at this little range up here, too. Really, I mean, this is a spot you want to get into. Back into these, like, lows over here. Right there. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, buyers are just creating new levels that are just even grosser, right? You see all that. SPY. That's what we want to see. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, it's tough. SPY does not look great. I mean, you're making higher lows, which is nice, but besides that, it's not an ideal looking chart. We'll see. We'll see if sellers can do anything. Just like Brisk, bro, channel, I've been following for a bit, never meant to go against. I'd say you just come in here yapping. Yapper's a yapper. The Lipton sweet tea. I don't really think the Lipton tea is actually any tea. I think it's like, it's got to just be all artificial flavors. Brisk tea. Bro, Brisk when I was like a kid, when I was like in fourth grade, yeah, that shit was fire. Something about a brisk in a can. I don't know, bro. Have you ever found brisk in a can? It was something about it. It was difficult to find. I've been drinking brisk, and I don't think like it's got to be like 10 years. It's like just like a thing full of sugar. It's literally just a bottle full of sugar. Alphabet is set to release earnings after the market closes. How do you anticipate the results? Again, I have no anticipation for the results at all. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I won't be trading them. I probably won't have anything holding. I won't hold anything overnight. I'll be on the sidelines chilling. Ginty to the Broncos. Actually, I kind of forgot about the draft tonight. You know what's really crazy? The betting odds for Shador Sanders. That's very interesting. He's over under being picked 21st right now. His draft stock dropped. Who did the Steelers get at quarterback? Who's the Steelers quarterback right now? Oh, bro. Dude. Yeah, Steelers are totally draft. Steelers are going for a QB for sure in the draft. Pretty wild. They don't draft quarterbacks often. They do not draft quarterbacks. Apple's planning to increase production in India by around 10% this year. Makes me think that they're going to get an India trade deal done pretty soon. We'll see. Apple's chart looks pretty bad, though. I'm going to tell you right now. Pretty bad looking chart. We hold below yesterday's lows. Pretty bad. 204.6, 204.7. Not a good look. Not what you want to see there for sure. Isn't Dye getting banned in the U.S.? I have no idea. I could care less. Yeah, Mason Rudolph, they signed him back from the Titans. But, yeah. ES doesn't look bad. ES looks solid here on the 15. They look really good on the ES. Yeah, so little closing thoughts for you guys. Sorry, really boring live stream this morning, but main things I'd be watching. Number one, can NVIDIA hold up? Can NVIDIA like actually do something today, right? If you sit here in this range, it's gonna be really tough. Like it's been a tough environment to trade, but yeah, it's gonna stay tough, right? So if you stay in this, it's gonna be really tough for NVIDIA. It's gonna be even tougher to really get the breakout. It's gonna be really tough to get the breakout. Because this is pretty big resistance, so we'll see. I would prefer you kind of come down and we sell side. It'd be easier to move back into $100, and which would move Nasdaq down to 18.6 in my opinion, at least for a quick trade. That's what I'll be watching for. Apple's very important as well. Can you hold above? No. If you can get back above a 204.5, you can probably push back into 205 and maybe back into 206. We'll see. But that's where we're at right now. Again, if we start breaking to the downside, I think it's a quicker, easier move. I would just prefer that. We'll see. I'll be looking out for news. I think you're going to have to see some sort of news to get us upside personally right now. But yeah, ES, you would like to see break back below 53.97, get below VWAP, start trending the downside. But yeah, Amazon was nice. Off of 188. Below 180, you're pretty weak. Today if you get below 180, like yesterday, I was kind of looking at some support here, but I would just go straight into 177 basically off of this. Personally, if you break below yesterday's lows, I'd be looking for a straight shot down. So, what I'm looking at, what I'm watching. Sorry for the short live today, guys, but yeah. Hasta luego.